what's crack-a-lackin' dudes and dudettes? I got another Wi-Fi battle for you today. And like I said last time, I was either going to be using a ice or sand team, or a hail team if you want to call it that. And that's exactly what I'm bringing today. Let's take a look at what I got, shall we? I'm bringing a Mega Abomasnow, a White Kyurem, Articuno, Mamoswine, a Rotom Frost, and a Frostlass. And my opponent's bringing some threats, nothing too OU, but I mean, there's definitely the threat in the Crawdon and the Togekiss and the Arcanine, definitely the Arcanines. But anyways, yeah, let's get into the swing of things and see how this goes. I must say so, if I do say so myself, this battle was kind of fun, especially seeing as how none of these Pokemon can really hold their own, with the exception of Mamoswine and maybe Kyurem Black. But I go ahead and lead off my Grinch, the Abomasnow, and as he intimidates me, all I wanted to do here was get the hail up to, you know, get the party started, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and switch back out, because I do not want to take a Flare Blitz to the face with my Abomasnow. So I'm gonna go into Flintstone my Mamoswine since he has thick fat. I just want to see exactly how much this damage is gonna do. And it does a crap ton, unfortunately. So I know no way am I gonna be fast enough to take this thing out with like an earthquake or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to switch out here. Backup plan B is to go back into my Kyurem White. You want to take Kyurem Black, Kyurem White, and hopefully this thing can take a Flare Blitz a bit better, even though it's still a nice type. So we don't hear that super effective sound, but I mean, it's still pretty heavy damage. So pretty much the only reason this Arcanine's as much health as it has now is because of the hail damage and the Flare Blitz recoil. Why can't I speak today? Recoil. Anyways, he goes for another Flare Blitz and pretty much chases out my Kyurem. Would I be using this thing again on the next Ice Team battle? I don't think so. It's just too. I didn't want to use it in the first place, but it was a Dragon Ice. How an Ice Dragon? Can't really pass that up for some round. Anyways, I go back out into Flintstone here because no matter what, I can take this thing out with an Ice Shard. Lo and behold, he goes and withdraws, sends out his Mandibuzz, which is pretty much going to eat this thing up. But whatevs. Gonna take this opportunity here to set up a Stealth Rock, so that basically Arcanine's irrelevant now. When he sends that thing back in, as long as the hail's up too, surefire KO. Anyways, this foul play is gonna go ahead and take out Flintstone, but he did his job. He got those mid-game Stealth Rocks up, so calling it mid-game, it should still be early game, but whatever. I'm gonna go send out Maytag, my Rotom Frost, and he's gonna withdraw, predicting the electric type move. Sends out a Lantern, which is a good move on his part, because I did go for the electric type move in Volt Switch, which is gonna heal this thing back up after it takes his Stealth Rock damage. So that's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, that's really annoying. But I'm gonna switch back out and go into the Grinch, because the Grinch can take water and electric attacks like no tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that hail back up here. Then he goes for a Rain Dance. I don't know if he was setting up for a Thunder or just, you know, predicting my switch into Abomasnow. But either way, I got something for him here. And this is pretty much the reason why I did not make Evolve the first turn. So I can go ahead and get that hail back up. Chill things out a bit. Anyways, you're gonna see here, he's gonna go for the Scald, attempting to burn me, and then I'm just sitting there thinking like, no burn, and we don't get a burn. Miracles happen, people. I go for the Leech Seed here, only because I was predicting him to switch out this turn. But, he stayed in. So we're gonna go ahead and get that, Leech Seed healing effect. Heal all the way back up to full health, which is nice. Now he is gonna withdraw again, and switches back into the Mandibuzz. And I'm guessing he's probably going to want to Toxic me or, you know, Foul Play. But I should have, you know, predicted better there and not have gone for the Wood Hammer. But it still did a nice chunk of damage to that Mamoswine. And, you know, that Rocky Helmet's going to, of course, damage me a little bit. But whatever. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard here and attempt to take this thing out, which it does. So that's another threat I do not have to worry about with this team. So it's the moment we have all been waiting for. He goes ahead and sends out his Togekiss, which could probably air slash me back into the Stone Age. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Maytag here. And I made a pretty nice play here because he actually went for the Thunder Wave, which of course does not affect Maytag. So he's gonna make a nice prediction eventually. And anytime this Rotom is out, he's basically gonna screw around with me. But anyways, that's not till later. So right now I go back into Air Canada. My Articuno. Digging the name. Come on, don't lie. Anyways, he goes into Lantern, predicting an electric type move from my Maytag. So this is just something I was trying out. This is especially defensive Articuno, carries the Assault Vest, and of course Freeze Dry, which is a nice... That Thunder there could have changed the whole game, I just want to add. But yeah, Freeze Dry is a nice little touch because it makes water types a little less of a pain to deal with. Anyways, goes back out into Togekiss, who takes Stealth Rock damage again. And yes, I do have U-turn on my Articuno. Say what you will, I think for an ice team like this, it's kind of necessary. I always like to have 2 Switch Initiative moves on my team. So Volt Switch and Maytag being the other one. Anyways, I thought he might have gone back into Lantern, so that's why I went for the Will-O-Wisp. Fortunately, it does land, and he goes for the Roost, which is not a problem. Because I do have a plan, a master plan here. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, and I didn't go for the Volt Switch because I thought he might have switched out into Lantern again, so... Go back to Air Canada. And this is nice because he went for the Air Slash despite the fact that he was burned. So this isn't going to do too much at all. Excuse me. I'm going to go for another U-turn here. Probably taking this guy off. But being chintzy and really, really reclusive like this is probably a necessity. Like on a team like this. Because I can't afford to be taking hits for days. Only thing on my team that could probably afford to do so is the Articuno, but only special defensive, non-super effective attacks. Anyways, bad prediction on my part here because he takes my Mega Abomasnow out. The Grinch who stole Christmas is gone, guys. And that was kind of a low blow for me because I was so hyped to use this thing. Never had tried this out before, but whatever. Go back into Air Canada because now that the hail's up, Blizzard is not gonna miss. And I don't think I've tried to use this before in the battle, so he probably wasn't expecting it. And that's gonna be just enough to take him out. So what are we, 4-3? Something like that. Goes into the Arcanine. I guess he forgot about the Stealth Rocks or something. That's why it's always handy to have a Defogger and a Rapid Spinner, ladies and gents. So now he goes out and sends a Sableye out, so I'm like, oh crap. This thing's probably going to want to toxic me and taunt me for days. So he actually goes off and leaves with the Substitute here, which was interesting. At least I had a safe switch in the U-turn. I really got to take this thing out though. That's my main concern right now because this Sableye could potentially be a pivot point for the whole battle right now. So I go out into Wendy, my Frostlass. I think she looks like the girl from Wendy, the Wendy's restaurant. I don't know. What about you? I don't know. But anyways, my plan here is to go for a taunt so that this thing cannot set up on me. And he gets rid of the Swagger, which kind of surprised me. So I guess he put a lot of EVs into speed or something. But I'm just crossing my fingers here, hoping Wendy can land that taunt. And she does. So there was like a gray, stormy cloud formation forming over my team, and then the fact that she landed that taunt pretty much cleared up the skies a little bit. So I got a little bit more freedom to plan out a better offense, and I decided to just go out and lay out the spikes if I can break this confusion hacks. And you'll see why in a bit. He does go for the foul play, but not to worry, guys, not to worry. I'm carrying a Focus Sash. Now, instead of going for the spikes again, I could have went for Destiny Bomb, but I didn't really feel like doing that. So, anyways, got a bonus in the Cursed Body to Sailing Foul Play, so yeah. So knowing this thing has Substitute, Swagger, and Foul Play, I was willing to bet that I pretty much shut it down. This goes for Struggle, which I thought was a normal type move, which hits Frostlass. I don't really understand that, but I guess it has the effect of doing so since it's your last resort. But yeah. So, trying to wrap this battle up, I go back out into Maytag because my plan here is, if anything, at least I can hit this guy with charge beams till Sunday to raise my special attack sky high. But just in case to switch into the Lantern like that, which is nice because he took double spikes damage and stealth rock damage, I went for the Will-O-Wisp just in case, like he did, switch into Lantern. So that thing's pretty much dead. Good on you, Maytag. I don't know why, but Maytag's color reminds me of like a watermelon or a strawberry or something. Anyways, goes into Crota, and this thing's kind of a threat because of the attack it can dish out. And having only specially defensive Pokemon left, I go for the Will-O-Wisp because I want to blunt that thing's sharp attack as much as possible. Of course, he goes for the knockoff here, which does a crap ton of damage since I am carrying an item. But thankfully, I'm not a ghost type. So I do land a Volt Switch here, which should pretty much take him out. And that's the end of that Red Lobster. And so, pretty much down to one Pokemon left on his team. Air Canada can come in and pretty much just, you know, chill things out. After he takes the Stealth Rock damage, of course. And he ends up forfeiting. So, you know, we won that 2-1, having only Air Canada and Maytag left. Having never used an all-ice team before with, you know, minimal offensive options, I think we did pretty well. It was a lot of fun, though, I have to say. I mean, like, if we had come across a Blaziken or something like that, it would have been a different story. It might have just been a different story, because the only thing I had to hit that hard would be Flintstone's Earthquake or Air Canada's Hurricane, which isn't even a 100% guarantee. But anyways, guys, as always, smash that like button if you want to see more crazy, unorthodox teams put together. I'm thinking maybe a fossil team, a fighting team, or a ghost type team. And yeah, as always, see you guys next time. Peace.